if you can see me and hear me clearly. Give me I see you in the chat box if you can see me and hear me clearly. Yes, give me I see you in the chat box. Let me spotlight myself for you all so that, yes, super, super, super welcome, welcome, welcome. Rasika, Ayushi, Satish, Swarnima, Madhumati. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome to this beautiful masterclass. Yes, amazing, amazing. Now, before we go ahead, before we even start, how many of you had to take care of a lot of things to attend this particular masterclass? Let me know in the chat box. What is it that you had to take care of? Whether it's your child, whether it's your family members, whether it's your own job, how many of you had to take care of a lot of things? I know because, today I did not have my maid joining me and helping me with the food. So I had to cook. And at that time, I was thinking that people who are going to make it happen for themselves, they're going to be so blessed, right? Because we have to do so many things. We have to take care of a lot of things, right? How many of you had to do something, had to sacrifice something to attend this masterclass? I want to honor each one of you today because I know it's not easy. The world is changing. The world is now completely digitalized, and everybody is on, you have to attend masterclass to keep yourself educated, right? We want to be educated. We want to grow in our life. And that's the reason there are so many of you. Yes, absolutely. That you had to take care of a lot in your, like you had to handle your family members, your spouse, your children, and then attend this masterclass. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for making it happen because today you chose yourself. And thank you so much for choosing yourself. If you truly believe that you are awesome, give me IAA in the chat box. Give me IAA. That is, I am awesome. Okay, I am awesome. Satish, my English is super simple. I cannot have that, English Hindi happen because it becomes confusing. But my English is super simple. Okay, super simple. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sanjana, Swarnima, Satish, Rasika, Fahim, Ayushi. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, before we even go into, this master class, what all is there for you to learn? Yes, of course, we're going to learn a lot. We're going to do some processes which will help you understand why you need inner child healing, why you need to start or embark upon this journey. But before that, I really, really want to know what is your challenge? What is your challenge right now in your life? What is it that you're going through? You can raise your hand. I want to have a conversation. You can raise your hand. I will ask you to unmute, and I want to know what is it that you're facing, because I know for sure that there is something that you are facing right now in your life because of which you're struggling. You're struggling because there are some challenges that you're going through, and I want to know that. I want to know you. I want to know what challenges you're facing. Yes, Swarnima, please go ahead and unmute. I've given you the permission to unmute. I want to know what is it that you're facing so that I'm able to better help you in your journey. Yes. Hi,
Uh,
Swarnima. Good
hi,
morning.
good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I joined this session to understand myself properly. I have been meditating and doing all this thing, but
Mm-hmm.
still I'm not able to understand.
Okay.
And also, most importantly, since I'm not very clear what is this healing, childhood
Yes.
healing,
Okay.
but what I think is I'm not able to converse properly with my
Mm-hmm.
parents, and I'm not able to make them understand how do I feel. I don't feel that connection with them, uh,
Yes.
which other my friends and other members feel.
Yeah.
I don't feel that connection even with my mother. So
Okay.
I am here to heal that. I don't know what is wrong with me, or like I want to
Okay.
correct that. Yeah.
I absolutely understand, Swarnima. I'll tell you what, yes, there are some childhood traumas that you're carrying because of which you're not able to build that bond with your mother,
Yeah.
because of the conditioning, because of the way you were treated as a child, all that is coming now. Now, can I ask you how old are you right now, Swarnima?
I am 32.
Okay, okay. No
Yeah.
problem, Swarnima. The reason I asked you is that this particular masterclass is actually for people above 25 years of age. Okay, so that's the reason.
Yes.
That's the only reason I asked you. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, Swarnima. Stay tuned. I'm going to talk a lot about mother wound, father wound. How can you discover yourself so that you're not really bothered by what happened with you as a child? Because see, childhood traumas that we carry, childhood traumas or childhood wounds that we carry, all of that, those become our pattern. And because of that, the conversation, the communication gets impacted. Because as a child, if we were constantly told you stop doing things, you don't, you don't get to say things, you don't get a say in this particular situation, you will always be frightened of having that conversation, having that heart to heart with others. Okay, so definitely this is a childhood wound. Yes, Fahim, please unmute and let me know what is your question. Yes, welcome. My name is Apurva, and I'm going to share a little about myself as well. Why am I in front of you? Why am I conducting this session? But yes, quickly let me know what is your challenge right now.
Yeah, Purva, good morning.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good, good, good. Okay, the reason I joined is I saw this advertisement on Facebook regarding it says about the child developments. Okay, and
Okay.
no matter how many courses you undergo, but still to bring in the relationship between yourself and the child, you have to uh, do a transformation in yourself
Yes.
and the inner child.
Yes.
So my question is, uh, before going any further, uh, after attending this session as a parent, will I be able to, understand my child better? How's that going to work?
Okay. So, Fahim, let me share with you whatever you have been through as a child, you as a child, right? Whatever you've been through as a child, you will be passing it on to your own child, right? So this journey in this particular masterclass, what we're going to discuss is about the challenges that we face if we have unhealed childhood trauma, okay, and how it negatively impacts our own children. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to have a child in order to start your healing journey, right? But if you're a parent, it is a must for you because inner child healing is where you will be understanding about your limiting beliefs, about your conditioning, what you have been through as a child. Because in the end, what happens? We pass it on to our child, even though we know, we are aware that, this is something that I should not say, this is something that I should not do, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't materialize till the time you start your own healing journey, right? So we are going to discuss about
That's it.
the challenges that we go through if we have some wounds from the past. What is inner child healing all about? We're going to discuss about the 6 steps of transformation, which will help you as well as your child. Once you are healed, you will be eventually helping your child, and it's not just your child, but the future generations. Like it's like generational trauma you're going to resolve, right? So is this making sense for him?
Yeah,
Yes.
it does. It does.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the ad said, I mean, the problem is actually as a parent, our problems, we have got different problems with children's. I mean, they are always,
Absolutely.
shouting back. They are always, replying to elders. Uh, so can we bring in that kind of changes if I undergo this course, or how does
Absolutely.
that work?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll tell you this. Like in a moment, I'm also going to share my story. Why am I in front of you? I went through exactly same where I was stuck, where I felt that, my child doesn't listen to me at all. What is wrong with my child? What everything was projected upon my child. But when I realized that nothing is wrong with my child, but it's about me and it's about how I behave in front of my child, how I am operating in front of my child, everything made a difference, right? When I started my healing journey, everything made a difference. Now, my daughter is also as respectful as I am. So it is, your children are a reflection of you. get this like very clear, right? So the more you healed you are, the more it is going to help your child. Okay? Yes? Yes, Fahim? Awesome. I can't hear you, Fahim, so I'm just going to take someone else. Yes, I hope I have answered your question. If you still have any questions, we will be taking it towards the end. Okay, towards the end, I will make sure that I will answer your question. I will take one more last. What is your challenge? I want to understand what is your challenge right now, and then we will move on to what is it that we're going to learn today. Okay. Madhura, please go ahead and unmute yourself and let me know what is your challenge.
Ma'am, good morning.
Good morning.
I don't know if I have many challenges, but keeping it restricted to inner child healing.
Yeah.
Currently, I've found that I am very self-critical.
Mhm.
I always try to look for mistakes either in myself and my thinking, etc.
Yes.
So I don't know where that inner critique has come from. My mother, like she was not so strict that yeah, I can call her that it is because of her, but still I have that inner critique and my self-worth is that.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. Yes. I completely understand, Madhura. I'll tell you one thing. Even if your childhood doesn't seem traumatic, right? If as a child you were shamed, you were told that you're wrong, if you had this perception about yourself that, whatever I do, I make a mistake in that, and always trying to find the negative aspects about yourself, I'll tell you, you will have programmed yourself in such a way that you will always find negative in yourself as well as in others. Now, there is, education system has beautifully impacted on us, inflicted upon us that if you make mistakes, if you fail in your exams, you're good for nothing, you are not good for anything, right? That is one aspect of life where we are constantly struggling. We are constantly, making sure that I don't know if this is going to happen for me. I don't know if this is going to make sense for me. We're constantly trying to find negative things in others. It's because your brain wants to keep you in comfort zone. Your brain wants to keep you safe. Your brain is always trying to look out for threats. That is a part of the brain which is functioning very normally. Okay, it's absolutely normal to find out negative things, but if it is happening in the, like, if you're only able to think about negative aspects of your own life and others life, trust me, you need to start healing yourself, because then you are operating from the past, right? You're operating from the past because in the past this happened. That's why I don't know if this is going to work for me. Is this making sense, Madhura? Yes?
Yeah, it surely is. I had just one more question.
Yeah.
A question is that I'm looking ahead to get married,
Mhm.
and whichever boy comes and I see he's matching my criterias, I get emotionally attached to that boy, and I want to show to him how how good a girl I am, how beautiful I am, how I can sing on any. So I try to please them.
Hmm. Yes. Yeah, I completely understand. This is what happens when we want that approval from others. We want that, love from others. It's because first thing, as a child, we were told that, if you love yourself, if you are thinking about yourself, you're selfish, right? That's the reason what we do. Arey, main khud to, I cannot have that love. Let me seek it from outside, right? I cannot give myself love. Let me seek it from outside. And that's the reason we are in this loop of getting approval from others, loop of getting that love and appreciation from others, in which we actually lose out ourselves, right? So I don't want you to lose out on your own self, because you are beautiful inside out, Madhura, and you have the power within you. Okay, it's just that you need to tap into that potential. You just have to tap into that power that you have, and you'll stop people pleasing. You will own your own, you own your power. And then you'll see that people are falling for you. Instead of you going ahead and being desperate for love, people will be desperate for your love. Trust me when I say this.
Okay.
Yes?
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Superb, superb. More power to you, Madhura. And we cannot take more, but I would love for you to share what is it that that you're struggling with right now. Hi Apurva, this course is for our inner child healing too, right? Yes, absolutely. This is for inner child healing. Satish says, can you tell us about yourself? Absolutely. I'm going to share a little about my own journey. Why am I in front of you? Why is it I'm taking this journey? Because I have done inner child healing, and I know that I know the power of inner child healing. Okay. And it's a lifelong journey, by the way, guys. Okay. It's a lifelong journey. You have to start your journey healing yourself so that you can get that abundance in your life. Today, most of us have left feeling that love, feeling that happiness from within. How many of you can understand what I mean right now? You've actually left your everything. You are lowest in your confidence. The self-esteem is low, everything is low, because you have left that happiness onto others. You've left your own happiness onto others. You're depending on others for your own happiness. Yes. Is this what you are struggling with right now? Yes. Absolutely right. I'm struggling with my job since 2016, hence my confidence become low. It affects on relationship. Let me share with you. There are so many case studies I'm going to share with you who a person who was stuck for 10 whole years, failing in every exam she would appear. Today, she has cleared all her exams and she's doing PhD in her, life. So there are so many proof of concept that I'm going to share with you, just to share with you how powerful this inner child healing is all about. Okay. So everybody with me right now? Yes, everybody with me. Can we start with whatever I have planned for each one of you? I want you to spend some time with each one of you so that I get to know what are the struggles that you are facing, so that I get to know the kind of challenges that you're going through. And of course, there are going to be a lot that we're going to discuss, which is going to help you. Okay. So first is what we're going to discuss today is, who is this masterclass for? Who is this masterclass not for? Then I hope you can see me clearly. Yes, super. I'm going to share about my journey, how I was able to overcome all of my challenges using the power of inner child healing. Why healing from childhood traumas is important for us, proof of concepts, what is the goal, six common problems that we have if we have a wounded inner child, three major problems, six stages to heal your inner child. So all this, and we are also going to do a powerful process in order to discover our inner child. How many of you would love to do that? Give me love in the chat box if you would love to do that process with me in order to discover your inner child, discover and meet your inner child, right? We're going to do that. Now, let's go ahead and set some ground rules, okay? Now, the ground rules are, this is going to be a 90 minutes webinar masterclass. We all know we have been attending these masterclasses, right? Now the world is changing. We are moving to digital world. We are going to attend these masterclasses, attend these sessions, and then learn a lot, right? So if you're going to spend these 90 minutes with me, 100%, give me 100% in the chat box if you're going to stay till the end, because I want to make sure that you get the best out of this training. Okay. It doesn't make sense, right? If you are halfway attending and halfway you're just leaving that RA, I have other work to do. So if you have any other work to do, then you can attend the next masterclass. But I would suggest, if you are here, please make sure that you're 100% present here. Okay, 100% present here. Bring your notepad and pen, because whatever you learn, whatever you would learn here, I want you to write it down, because you might feel that kal main yaad rakhungi, but you never tend to remember. So make a lot of note and participate 100%. Stop multitasking. I know that we have a lot of distraction outside, but for the next 90 minutes, I want you to hold accountable to yourself. Okay, hold yourself accountable. If we cannot hold ourselves accountable for 2 hours or 90 minutes, how can we hold ourselves accountable for the rest of our life, right? So if you are going to hold yourself accountable, give me A in the chat box if you are going to hold yourself accountable. Okay. So next, let's understand who is this masterclass for. This masterclass is for you if you are a working professional, want to grow in your career. If you're a parent where you are unable to manage your anger and you constantly feel that I need to do some things for my own children. If you are a business owner, entrepreneur, wanting to go break through that glass ceiling, you're unable to break through that glass ceiling, this is going to be for you. If you are a coach and a healer already following some modality of healing, this is going to be for you. Now, who is this masterclass not for? If you're a student below 25 years of age, if you're a child, this is not for you. You can leave the room, sweetheart, okay? The reason we say that, it needs to be before after 25 years of age is because there is a part of the brain which is yet to be developed in you, which is called neocortex. And the kind of work that we do, it requires your complex cognitive thinking, okay? That is yet to be developed. And that's the reason 25 years ke above agar aap ho, to aap ye attend kar sakte ho. If you are below 25, please leave the room. This is not for you. If you're a child, of course, 13, 14 years, that part of the brain where complex cognitive thinking, judgment, decision-making planning is not yet developed, right? If you are here to change others, this is absolutely not for you. You can leave the room. This masterclass is for you if you want to change yourself. Okay, if you're here to change your mindset, if you're here to change yourself. If you're looking to change your children, this is not for you. If you think that there's something inherently wrong with my child, there's nothing wrong with me, this is absolutely not for you. You can leave the room. Okay, you can leave the room. Awesome. So now I want to be able to quickly share the proof of concepts. Now let's understand first of all, what is inner child healing? How many of you are wondering about what is inner child healing? Give me I in the chat box if you're wondering about what is inner child healing. And I don't know what is this inner child and inner child healing all about. Okay, let me explain to you right now. Pay attention fully. Okay, pay attention fully. Now, I want you to imagine a tree. Okay, I want you to imagine a tree. Now, the fruits of the trees, you can see the fruits of the trees, and there are leaves, and then there is a branch, and there are roots, right? Now, the fruits of the trees are your relationship, your career, your money, your health, your wealth, right? And most of the times when one of the fruits or our relationship, for example, if our relationship is not good with someone, what do we tend to do? What do we tend to do if I do not have a good relationship with my spouse? What do we tend to do? We tend to think about the extreme. यार ये fruit निकाल के फेंक देती हूँ. How many of you have thought it in your life whenever you had a breakup or whenever you had a problem with your relationship? Give me in the chat box. You had a problem, you had a discussion, or you had a fight with your husband or your spouse or your partner or your boyfriend or your girlfriend. And what immediately came to your mind was that, अरे मुझे breakup करना है. I don't want to be with this person. Right? मैं ये fruit निकाल के फेंक देती हूँ. Right? When your health was impacted, or right now, I don't know how many of you are going through some health issues. When your health is impacted, what would you find? You would find immediate solution for it. Immediate gratification we want, right? एक medicine खा लो, सर दर्द कर रहा है, दवाई ले लो, ठीक हो जाओ. Right? एक दवाई ले लो, ठीक हो जाओ. What is that allopathy medicine doing to you? That is suppressing the symptom. It is not going to the root. Why are you having a headache? It's because of some kind of discussion that you might have had with your boss. Right? In your career, when your boss is being super mean to you, what kind of feelings do you have? Do you feel like leaving that job? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. You would feel inherently कि यार मुझे ये job में रहना ही नहीं है, right? I don't want to be in this job. I want to switch my job. And how many of you have experienced that job after job, you keep on hopping from one job to another? What happens? you keep on getting similar kind of bosses who would boss around you, who would pull you down, who would, not trust you, who would demean you. How many of you have had such experiences? Give me in the chat box. If you have had worse kind of bosses in your life, and you kept on hopping from one job to another, another job to another, another job to another, right? And when your health was impacted, you took medicine. When your career was impacted, you started switching. When your relationships were impacted, you thought कि ये fruit को ही निकाल देती हूँ मैं. But tell me one thing, if we have an analogy of the tree, do you think that fruit will ever come good? What is wrong with the tree then? Yes, can anyone tell me what is wrong with the tree? अगर मेरा हर बार fruit गलत निकल रहा है, where exactly is the problem? Where exactly is the problem? Can anyone tell me where exactly is the problem? अगर मेरा fruit हर बार गलत निकल रहा है. Yes? Absolutely. The problem is in the root. The problems, whatever the problem is in the root. Root or not taking care of the tree, nurturing, right? Root, not getting nutrients. And what is the root? What is the root? What is the root cause of all the problems that we are having in our life? The roots are in the foundation of our life. Where does the foundation of our life come from? Can anyone tell me? Where does the foundation of our life come from? Yes? That's why attending this workshop. Yes, absolutely. Can anyone tell me where does the foundation of our life come from? Absolutely, childhood. So tell me one thing. If the fruits are wrong, don't you think we should start working on the roots? Yes or no? Give me yes in the chat box if you now believe that if the fruits are wrong, I need to work upon my roots. I need to start working on my roots. And what is the root? Root is your childhood traumas, your childhood conditioning, the childhood beliefs, the childhood patterns you collected. And that pattern is getting repeated every single time you switch a job. That pattern keeps on repeating every single time you take a medicine. That medicine might suppress the headache, but it might increase some other problem in your body, right? That pattern causes you to have bad relationships in your life. You're attracting similar kind of people in your life because the root is not strong enough. The foundation is not strong enough, right? Inner child healing. What is inner child healing now? Inner child healing is all about nurturing the root. Nurturing the roots so that we can get beautiful fruits. Yes? Is this making sense? Give me MS in the chat box if this is absolutely making sense. Yes, give me MS in the chat box. Yes, this is making sense, right? It's because of the facts that or the challenges that we went through as a child, it kept on repeating, and in our head, subconsciously, it became a pattern. It became a conditioning. And because of that conditioning, what happened? We live our life with that same conditioning, right? We live our life with the same conditioning. Now, let me quickly share with you what is possible if you heal yourself. What is really possible? How my students have been able to overcome whatever challenges they have been through and really build a beautiful life. Do I have your permission to share a little about the proof of concept? This is to share how powerful inner child healing can be for you if you start your journey. Yes, give me PG in the chat box if I have your permission granted. Okay, give me PG in the chat box. Superb, superb. Thank you. Thank you so much. Number one, let me just close this. Number one, I'm going to share some amazing breakthroughs, some amazing, results that my community members, my students have been able to get. Ragini. Now, Ragini is a mother of a special child. She was a homemaker. She had 5 years career gap due to a special child. She had to leave her job because of a special child, and she went through so much of trauma. When she came to me, she was in this mindset that, Apu, why did this happen to me? I've never been bad to anybody. I've never, ever caused trouble or problem to anybody. Why did God give me this special child? Why did this happen to me? When she started her child, inner child healing journey, she was not only able to bring her back to the mindset that God has actually gifted her this special child because she was special, but she was also able to clear her income blocks and manifest or attract 22 lakhs of income, annual income. She was able to get her job back. How many of you feel this is really powerful? And within 1 year of her, of her journey of joining job back, she got a performance bonus of 1.5 lakhs rupees. How many of you feel this is absolutely powerful? Give me P for powerful if you feel this is absolutely powerful. Next is Geetu. Now, as I shared, right, one of you told me that, um, you know, that I'm not able to get job because I'm not able to clear my exams because I'm suffering through a low confidence. Geetu was a person who went through a decade of failures. 10 years she went through failures. She wanted to do PhD, but she was failing and failing and failing. And she inherently believed that there's something wrong with me and because of which I will never be able to succeed. After healing herself, after starting her healing journey, she cleared her emotional blockage, secured admission in top-notch college in Bangalore. Okay, right now she's doing her PhD in Bangalore. How many of you feel this is powerful? Give me powerful in the chat box. Next is Nikhila. Nikhila was a disrespected, unloved homemaker and a mother of ADHD kid. When she started her journey, she had low confidence, no self-worth at all. After starting her healing journey, now she's a proud owner of 2 businesses. She's a mudra expert and she now helps people heal themselves through mudra yoga. And second, she's also an artist. How many of you feel this is absolutely bang on? Give me bang on in the chat box if you feel this is absolutely bang on. Next is Shrikant Salunke. He was bullied as a child, okay? He grew up into an adult with low confidence, low self-worth. He felt unwanted because he felt that his parents did not want him. They wanted a girl child. And throughout his adult life, he was angry at his parents. After doing inner child healing, he was not only able to attract dream job in his dream company, but he was able to mend his relationship with his parents. How many of you feel this is so beautiful, right? So beautiful. And Yogita, she is a single parent, okay? She's a single mother and she lost her job because of her son's behaviors. Because her son would never listen to his teachers. He would always go against what teachers would tell him. And after healing herself, she was able to heal her relationship with her son and attracted dream job in her dream company. How many of you feel this is what I want? Give me, I want this in the chat box. If you are someone who wants this, yes? How many of you really want this? Give me, I want this in the chat box. Because, sky is the limit when you are able to heal yourself from the patterns that you have collected, right? We understand this, that, inner child healing is all about going back to the roots, right? Going back to the foundation, understanding and healing ourselves from the foundation that we have collected. Now, let's go ahead and have a conversation about this particular image. Let me show that image to you. Before that, I would like to share the impacts of childhood trauma. What are the impacts of childhood trauma? Now, this is what the study suggests, okay? This is what the science says, that if you have some childhood trauma, some childhood conditioning, what is going to happen? The landmark study found those with adverse childhood experiences were at higher risk for heart, lung, and liver diseases, obesity, diabetes, depression, substance abuse, and so many other diseases like chronic obstructive pulmonary disorders, asthma, kidney disease. I attracted gallstones, cancer, diabetes, overweight, obesity. I went through a lot of physical traumas, and health risk behaviors are like current smoking, heavy drinking, drug abuse, socioeconomic challenges like unemployment, less than a high school education, no health insurance. All of these challenges we face in adulthood because we had some childhood trauma, some childhood conditioning, some childhood wound. For how many of you this is absolutely making sense? Give me MS in the chat box if this is absolutely making sense. Yes, and let's go ahead and have a conversation about this particular image. What is it that you see in this image? There's a little girl who's frightened, who's holding her hands like there's something that's going to happen. What are the emotions that you feel? Yes, absolutely right. Fear. The child is scared. The child doesn't know what is going to happen with her. And there is mother. This mother feels that if I don't beat up her, if I don't beat up my daughter, she's never going to learn her lesson. What happens in the process? The child is toxically shamed. The child is beaten up because the child feels that I'm not good enough. The child starts feeling I'm not good enough. The child starts feeling that there is inherently something wrong with me. That's the reason my mother doesn't love me. The child will suffer from communication challenges. Yes. How many of you went back into your own childhood? Give me in the chat box if you went back into your own childhood. And even if you were not beaten up, if you were threatened, if you were constantly labeled as a shy person or as, ये तो हमेशा problem खड़ा कर देती है. What is the kind of conditioning that you went through? What is the kind of belief that you went through or you had as a child? You will start believing that I'm not good enough. I'm not loved. I'm not safe. Yes, is this making sense? I was labeled as shy. She can't speak for herself. And that's the reason our communication impacted. Now, what if I tell you this little girl is actually a pictorial representation of myself as a child? And my mom has always been a perfectionist. She would always want things to be perfect. And whenever they wouldn't be, I would be the victim of her anger. And I blamed her, I blamed her, and I blamed her, and I blamed her. Most of my adult life, I blamed her, I hated her. And there was one whole year I did not speak to her. Now, since we are going to spend 2 hours together, is it okay if I share my story, my journey? Yes, give me PG in the chat box if permission is granted. I know some of you told me that please tell us about your own story. Thank you. Thank you so much. As a child, I was beaten up a lot. And I felt misunderstood. I felt that, yaar, mere parents to mujhe samajhte hi nahi hai. I was a very forgetful kind of a kid. Even today, I forget things. I had this doubt that kahin mujhe ADHD to nahi, ADD to nahi. That time, these words were very fancy, right? They weren't even existing. Today, these words are existing because there's a lot of research that's gone into place, right? And I was a very forgetful kid. I would forget pencil, pen, tiffin boxes in school. I would even forget my bag. That level of forgetfulness I had. And because of that forgetfulness, I would be beaten up. Geography lessons bhool gayi, I would be beaten up. And most of my life, I felt misunderstood because I thought that my parents do not understand me. I felt violated because there was no sense of boundary. I was beaten up in places with that cane that I just showed you. My mom was a teacher and she had this cane. She would punish her students with that cane and she would also beat me up with that. Growing up as a teenager, I became a rebel and I was angry on my mother most of my adult life. And I was unable to communicate effectively. I was unable to speak out for myself for most of my adult life because I felt I had this belief that as it is, the other person doesn't understand me, wouldn't understand me. What is the point in communicating? How many of you are going through this right now? Give me in the chat box. Very soon, my parents wanted us to become engineers, okay? And we became engineers, me and my elder sister, okay? Badi behan hai. We became engineers and I started working as a full stack developer. I started going, traveling across globe. Everything was fine. 1 year in Accenture, my parents got me married. And I thought that ठीक है मैं घर से बाहर निकल तो रही हूँ कुछ अच्छा होगा. Soon I realized me and my husband, we don't get along. It was an arranged marriage. Every discussion would turn into a fight and I was not happy in my relationship. And during this time, my parents, my in-laws, everybody were observing from distant. यार इनका कुछ अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है. They started forcing for baby. एक बच्चा कर लो, everything will be fine. And even though it sounds so stereotypical, right? कि एक बच्चा कर लो, everything will be fine. ऐसे कैसे ठीक हो जाएगा? I thought, I literally felt hope in that yes, if I'm able to give birth to a child, I think things will improve. And if I'm able to mend my relationship with my husband, I think I should give it a try because divorce is still a taboo, right? We started planning. 9 months later, gave birth to this beautiful soul. I felt magical that day. And ab sab theek ho jayega. Since this little girl is there in my hands, and I love children, okay? I love children. And I promised myself that whatever happened with me, right, I will not repeat with this little girl. I will not repeat with this little girl. And I felt that, yes, things will be better now. But little did I know, things got even worse. I went through postpartum depression. And I felt low confidence. There was no purpose in my life. 9 to 5 job kar rahi thi. We are a family of 5. My in-laws stay with us. And every single discussion would turn into a fight. Raat ko rona, no purpose, no vision, no goals. Emotionally imbalanced. Frustration, had suicidal thoughts. Main ji kyun rahi hu? Why am I even alive? Manifested a lot of physical diseases like gallstone, hypothyroidism. There was a, orbital nerve disorder, which is a rare disorder, a lump in my right breast, which I had to remove because it would turn into a tumor. All of these manifested into physical diseases. 2 years I went through this same Ghisapita challenge. Every single night I would cry, blaming others for my situation, blaming my family members, my mother majorly for creating this huge mess in my life, for forcing me into getting married so early. I was barely 22 at that time, 23, 24 at that time. And life took a huge turn 2 years down the line when life came back to me in full circle. That was a full circle because at that time, this little girl was my daughter and this mother was me. And there were so many moments that I would get angry at my daughter. I would be so frustrated. I would be like, yaar bas kar, rona ban kar. I did not know what parenting is all about. मैं खुद को ही नहीं संभाल पा रही थी, बच्चे को क्या संभालूं? That was the moment when I started becoming angry. I started having the impulses, similar impulses that my mother would have. Any problem, as I as a child, I would do, I would be getting beaten up. The same problem my daughter would do, I would beat her up. Without even realizing it consciously, ki I'm doing the same things with my daughter. And there was one particular day, one particular moment. There was one particular day which completely changed the trajectory of my life. That was a day when I was physically ill. I thought that I'll just take rest today. I will not do anything. I will take break from my office and tell my in-laws that I don't want to do anything today. I just want to rest. And that was the moment, that was the day when my daughter decides to be all over the place. She was throwing things at me. She was pulling me down. Mama, play with me. I was not in a mental condition to play with her. And that was the moment when I started again yelling at her, shouting at her, pushing her, but she would not budge. And then there came one particular moment which completely changed the trajectory of my life. And right now I'm going to be absolutely vulnerable. Is it okay if I be absolutely vulnerable? Give me AV in the chat box if it's okay. AV in the chat box if it's okay if I be absolutely vulnerable. Because I know that even though I'm not proud of what happened that moment, okay? But I still hold that as an anchor because I know that there are so many parents who are struggling through this today. Thank you so much for giving me that permission. There was this one moment where I could not take it anymore, and I picked my hand and I hit my daughter on her head. And the intensity with which I hit her was that she hit her head on the ground. Immediately I realized that there's something terribly wrong that I've done. I picked her up, I hugged her, I started apologizing, I checked if she's okay. I don't know if what is wrong with me. Not just that day, that entire week, I remember waking up in the middle of the night, having nightmares. What if I've ruined my child's brain? What if psychologically something happens? What if I've lost my chance to build a beautiful bond with my daughter? I was so scared to even go to the doctor. Still, I took her to her pediatrician. She made a thorough test. And the words that came out of her, literally, it broke me down. She told me that, you know what, everything is fine with your daughter. That was the moment of reality for me. That was the moment of truth. I completely broke down in front of her. But that was the day I promised myself that I will do whatever it takes to heal myself, to overcome my anger, so that I can build that beautiful bond with her. Because that day I was not only responsible for my life, but her life as well. What if something would have happened to her that day? I would not have forgiven myself ever. And that is what I hold as an anchor. I came back, I started researching a lot about parenting, about how to parent a child, how to understand child psychology. At that time, I could not find even a single coach. Probably Google did not have data. That's when, being an engineer, I started my master's in child psychology because I wanted to understand intricacies of child psychology. When does the child's development, what is the child's development, what is the psychological development, physiological development? I did a thorough research. And of course, Google Baba, hey, things started to improve. But still, there were moments where I would be impulsive. I would go back to my impulsive nature. And that was the moment when I realized there's something missing in this journey. I started researching about anger management, how to regulate your own emotions. And that's when I learned inner child term in psychology, when I was studying psychology. That's when I started researching about inner child healing. I started learning about it. That's when I finally found my mentor, China Karmakar, who helped me heal my inner child. And I knew for a fact that, if I'm able to work on regulation of my emotions, if I'm able to work on my anger, I think I'll be able to help my daughter. And I went to my mentor. I told her that, please help me. She was kind enough to take me under her umbrella and she helped me heal myself. And after that, there was no looking back. And day after day, some or the other thing would open up, some or the other miraculous things open up for me. Manifested a lot of beautiful things in my life, healed my relationships with every single person in my life. I told you, right? I had fights. I wasn't talking to my mother. And this is little me. This is my eldest sister. This is my daughter. I was able to mend my relationship with every single person. And this what made me think that if they would have known better, they would have done better. And after this, what started was the revolution of my own transformation, because I was a completely transformed person and I could realize that if I can do this, I can help so many others do this. That's when I finally found my purpose in my life. I wanted to do this. I wanted to help parents. I wanted to help people heal their inner child, work on those roots, work on the foundation so that we can have beautiful fruits. Today, I told you, right? I manifested health diseases. I'm completely healed. I don't take a single medication. My relationships improved. My career improved. Money started showing up because I was aligned with what I wanted to do truly. I left my job last year to do this fully because I know that this is the need of the hour. I wrote a book, The Visionary Parent, which became a bestseller in 2021. Multiple platforms started recognizing, inviting me as guest of honor. I am an internationally certified healer and a coach. Hall of Fame Award, Retirement Certification Award. And I want you to know, if I can do this, every single person in this room can do it. How many of you now believe that, yes, if she can do it coming from the lowest of her life conditions, I can easily do it? Give me, I can do it in the chat box. If you feel now that, yes, I can do it. The reason I spent some time and shared my story is because I want you to believe in yourself, because you have the power within, right? If I was able to do it, anybody in this room can do it. No matter what your challenges are, no matter what your challenges are, you just need the right system to implement. The reason I was able to get all this was I had the right system and right mentors in my life. And I attribute all my learnings to my mentors. My story of transformation, whatever I shared, was selected for the book I Can Coach, which is already an international bestseller, out of thousands of entries that had come. And my mission, this is what I truly live, breathe, eat, drink. I'm on a mission to help 100,000 millennials heal their inner child so that we can collectively stop the generational trauma and empower ourselves. How many of you could resonate some parts of my journey? Give me some or all, or how much you could resonate with it. Yes, let me know in the chat box. Because my biggest dream is to be able to create an army of healers to reach every household by 2030. Because how many of you now realize that, if अगर family में एक healer हो ना, वो family पूरी सुधर जाएगी. And with families getting healed, we will be moving towards world peace. Yes. How many of you resonate with my mission? Give me R for resonate if you resonate with my mission. Some resonate so much from your story. Yes, absolutely. That's the reason I share because I know that there are so many people who are struggling through the challenges that I went through. And I've been able to create this system of inner child healing that there's no point in failing, right? There's no chance that you'll fail in this journey, right? I've been able to train over 5,000 people across globe. And I truly believe that you can achieve anything in your life if you heal yourself from the past traumas and past conditioning that you've been through. And I want you to know that I'm here to handhold you. I'm going to be here to handhold you, to support you, to guide you in this entire journey, because I know what you're going through right now. I went through exactly same thing, right? I went through those challenges, and I know how you can heal yourself so that you don't repeat those patterns ever again. You don't repeat those patterns ever again, right? So how many of you now understand like what is inner child healing? Yes, and would love to experience a small tidbit of inner child healing? Yes, give me in the chat box if you would love to experience firsthand on how you can discover your own inner child. Yes? Super. So I want to be able to do this session with you. Just a minute. We're going to do a powerful guided meditation session, okay, where I will be helping you meet your own inner child, okay? How many of you are ready to meet your inner child? Give me ready and excited with a lot of exclamation marks. And I want each one of you to respond. Yes, I want every single person here in the room. If you are here, I want you to respond to me. Yes, give me ready with a lot of exclamation mark. Super, super, amazing. Loving the energy in the room. Pal, Fahim, Richa, Lavanya, Madhura, Swarnima, Sanjana, KP, Shah, Shazi. Super. Even though I cannot see you, I want you to do this, okay? I want you to do this, even though I cannot see. Okay, I cannot see you, but I want you to do this. And I'm going to share my sound right now, computer audio right now. And I want you to tell me if my voice is absolutely clear and if you're able to even hear the background music. Yes? Are you able to hear my music? Sorry, the music as well as my voice absolutely clearly? Because I'm going to, background is loud. Let me reduce it a little. Now is it better? Are you able to hear my voice clearly? Absolutely amazing. I want you to completely relax now. Just make sure that your feet are flat on the ground and your back, your spinal cord is completely supported by a firm back or firm background. I want you to gently close your eyes. Gently close your eyes. And take a deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale. And exhale through your mouth. Amazing. Continue taking deep breaths. Now, as you breathe in, imagine that you're inhaling positive energy around you. And you're exhaling all the tension and negativity through your mouth. Now scan through your entire body. If there is any pain or discomfort in any part of your body, make a mental note of it. Spend some time in that particular area of your body. And imagine a healing source of energy, completely healing that part of your body. Very good. Now keep your eyes closed. And when you are completely comfortable, I want you to bring your attention to the present moment. Be totally aware of where you're sitting, how you're feeling right now. Allow your shoulders and your belly to soften as you fall into a natural rhythm of breathing. You notice your breathing. Just be completely in touch with yourself, your emotions. If there is any particular emotion that's coming out, let it out. Focus on your breathing, how it flows naturally and effortlessly in and out of your body. Now visualize yourself walking down a path in a beautiful garden or a forest. As you walk, notice the sounds, smells, and colors around you. Hear the birds chirping, the water, the waterfall in one end. Now imagine yourself approaching a large tree. As you get closer, you notice a small child sitting at the base of the tree. The child seems to have lost his own path. The child is scared. The child is in tears. This child represents your inner child. Walk up to the child and introduce yourself. Ask the child if they would like to come with you on a journey of self-discovery. If the child agrees, take their hand and lead them back down the path you came from. And as you walk, imagine a bubble of light forming around you and the child, protecting you both from the negative energy. When you arrive at your destination, sit down with the child and ask them to tell you about themselves. Ask them what they like to do, what are their dreams, what makes them happy, what is it that you can do to help them be alive. Listen to the child with an open heart and open mind, and let them speak freely without judgment. Allow yourself to feel any emotions that come up as you listen. What are they telling you? Are their needs being met? Is there any hurt in them? Are they complaining to you about something? Are they feeling lonely? What is that little child telling you? When the child has finished speaking, ask them if they have any messages or any advice for adult you. Listen to their response and take it to heart. Spend some time playing or doing an activity with the child. Allow yourself to be fully present and enjoy the moment. When you're ready to return to the present moment, thank the child for staying with you and say goodbye. Walk back up the path, visualizing the bubble of light protecting you both. When you're back in your current surroundings, take a few deep breaths. I want you to reflect on the experience and any insights or messages you might have received from your inner child. And once you feel comfortable, open your eyes and let me know what is that message that you received from your inner child. Were you able to meet your inner child? Were you able to talk to your inner child? Beautiful. My inner child's needs were not met. Crying profusely. It's okay to cry. Understand this, that if you are in this room, it's an absolutely safe place, safe space. And we believe that crying is cleansing. Yes, crying is cleansing. Always remember. Felt like crying? My inner child needs are met perfectly. Superb. If your inner child's needs are perfectly met, what kind of advice can she give you? Either you blocked yourself from experiencing this, or you never had anything traumatic in your life, which I feel is not really possible, right? So you have to be authentic to yourself. This is not something that that you can tell me, but you have to, be authentic to yourself, whether your needs were really met as a child, right? So now let's go ahead. How many of you were able to meet your inner child? Give me in the chat box if you were able to meet your inner child and really feel the presence within you. The thing is, inner child healing is not just about, doing this meditations, but it's much, much more. It's about connecting to yourself, connecting yourself to yourself, right? So let me go ahead and quickly share with you what are the challenges that we can go through if we have a wounded inner child, if we have wounds. Yes, some of you might not be able to experience because you have suppressed all of that part within, below, just kept on suppressing, 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 suppressing. And because of that, what happened was that now you don't have anything. Now that because of that suppression, you feel that I don't have anything. I don't have anything to share. I'm absolutely blank because there's so much of suppression that has happened. Yes. Now, there are so many problems that we can go through if we have wounded inner child. Let's quickly discuss about those problems. And I want to know if you are going through those problems. Okay. What are those 6 common problems that anybody can go through? Number 1, fear, anxiety, and stress. How many of you are going through this challenge right now? You have a lot of fear. You don't know how to act upon certain things. You don't take action because of that inherent fear that you have, and you don't know how to go ahead with life, right? There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of stress that you feel because there is something that you have to prove externally, right? There's something that you have to prove externally, and you have brain fog and you don't take action at all, right? Facing this. Next, relationship issues, parenting issues. How many of you have some parenting issues or relationship issues in your life right now? Give me in the chat box if you have these issues. Let me share with you one powerful aspect of relationship issues, okay? If you had, now this is a very powerful statement, I want you to make a note of it. If you had an emotionally unavailable parent, you will end up attracting emotionally unavailable partner. For how many of you this is true? Give me true in the chat box if this is absolutely true. You had an emotionally unavailable parent and you ended up attracting an emotionally unavailable partner. Yes, Sumitra, Lavanya. And parenting issues we all have because we don't know how to parent because we are operating from our own past. right? We get angry, we get frustrated because it's not that there's something wrong with my child's behavior, but there's something wrong with my own unmet needs. Those unmet needs are coming from my childhood. Stagnant career. How many of you are not able to grow in your career? Someone else gets that promotion which you deserved, but you did not get. How many of you are stuck in this right now? Give me in the chat box if you're stuck in this. Low confidence, low self-worth. I don't know how to go about life because there's so much of programming that has happened as a child. Emotional imbalance, anger issues, right? And stuck in mediocrity. You're not able to go beyond the mediocrity trap. 9 to 5 is a mediocrity trap, right? And three major problems that we face. Not sure where to start. We are unable to understand कि मैं शुरू कहाँ से करूं? What should I be doing? What should I be doing? How many of you are stuck in this? You're not sure of where to start. There's a lot of information overload outside. कि information तो बहुत सारा है, but structured implementation nahi hai. And implementing things the wrong way. Now, if I ask you to, make a pizza, ठीक है, एक pizza बनाना है आपको, and I give you some steps, and if you interchange 1 or 2 steps, will you ever get pizza or you'll get khichdi? Let me know in the chat box. You'll get pizza or you'll get khichdi. Khichdi, right? You'll not get pizza. So that's the reason we are struggling. We are getting stuck in our life. How many of you next year, same time, you want to go through similar kind of issues? You want to have same issues. Give me not me in the chat box if you don't want to have the same problems. Not me in the chat box. How many of you want this problem next year, same time? No, right? You want to come out of this. Now let's understand how you can come out of this. What are the 6 stages, right? What are the 6 stages to heal your inner child? Let me quickly close this. The number one step, the number one stage is the state of awareness. Now you know that, yes, inner child healing is something that I need to work upon. And once I'll start with working upon it, I will eventually go to the next stages. I know that since I had an emotionally unavailable parent, I attracted the same pattern and I attracted the same, the partner who is emotionally unavailable to me right now. That is the state of awareness, right? Right now, you've got some level of awareness, There's so much deeper we go, right? Second is state of acceptance. Once you have reached a stage of awareness that, yes, this is how I am, I know what I am, and I start accepting myself, that is when the self-love kicks in, right? Because as a child, we were never taught how to love ourselves. We were always told that if you're thinking about others, you're thinking about yourself, you're selfish. You should not think about yourself. When the state of acceptance comes, you accept yourself with inside out. And acceptance is a big problem. How many of you understand this? How many of you resonate with this, that accepting yourself the way you are is a big problem? Give me BP in the chat box. BP ho jata hai. You cannot accept yourself. Big problem, right? Once you start accepting yourself, and of course, I'll take you through this process. Don't worry about it. The state of inner transformation. This is where you start seeing those shifts internally happening with you. Internal shifts. You start leading a purposeful life. You manifest best health. You have that unshakable confidence vibrating or, showing it out, right? Releasing of the past traumas. Then comes the state of outer transformation. That's when people start noticing you. That, अरे कुछ बदली सी लग रही है ना? रसिका कुछ अलग ही लग रही है आजकल. Sumitra is completely changed person, no, nowadays. And that's when you start attracting good people in your life. You start attracting good career in your life, good bosses, good managers. That is how you know that now things are moving on smoothly. You're in flow of life. right? You're in natural flow of life. The next is now you know how you need to live your life. You need to set that intention and you live with that intention now, right? For how many of you this is making sense? Absolutely. Give me MS in the chat box if this is absolutely making sense to you. Yes? Super. And the last stage is now you know. Now you become a natural manifester. Now you become like, मैं तो बैठी हूँ, आने दो, जो आना है आने दो. Everything, you will be in the flow of that abundance. You become abundance. You're not abundant. I never say you are abundant. Abundant is the state of having. How many of you understand this? Abundant, being abundant or having abundance is the state of having, right? But you are abundance. You are abundance. That means your being is abundance. We are human beings, right? Not human doings or human havings. For how many of you this is totally making sense? You become abundance. Then you don't have to chase certain things in life. You just become abundance. You operate from that level of intention where you automatically attract good things in your life. Because now you have changed the game of your life completely. You've leveled up your game. You're no longer operating from the lower vibrations. Lower vibrations is what? Being guilty, being shameful, being having low confidence, anger. All of this is low vibration. And when you start operating from higher vibration, that's when you start operating from love, abundance, manifestation, gratitude, forgiveness. All of that happens. How many of you want to reach this state? Give me, I want this in the chat box if you want to reach this state. Yes? Give me, I want this in the chat box. Super. Super. Absolutely right. And you know, the strange part of it is we have never been taught all this in school, in colleges. We've never been taught how to lead a happy life. Right? And that's the reason, you know, that's the reason I've come up with something very beautiful. And this is not for everyone. Okay. This is only for people who are absolutely serious on starting their healing journey. Right. I have a program, Inner Child Healing Program, where I will be taking you through this journey of healing with me, hand holding you throughout this entire journey. So if you are someone who's not interested at all, you can leave the room. It's absolutely fine. My love for you never changes. I love you all. Thank you so much for staying till the end. But if you're someone who really wants all that I've shared, who wants to come out of this trap, that mediocrity trap that you're in, I want you to I want you to be able to share what is it that I've planned for you. Do I have your permission? Give me PG in the chat box if I have your permission, permission granted to share a little about that journey that I have planned for each one of you. Yes, give me PG in the chat box if I have your permission. Yes. Super, super. Thank you. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. It tells me that you're not here just for time pass, but you are here to really intensify your practices, intensify your healing, right? But before that, before even going ahead and sharing with you, what is it that I have planned? I want to share this with you, okay? These are 3 life lessons that I have learned. And if you can learn these life lessons, your life will never be the same. Number 1, understand this, that when we yell or hit our children, their boundaries are violated. They don't learn how to set effective boundaries with others. And when an abuser comes in their life, they feel that they deserve to be abused because that's the pattern they've collected, right? They deserve to be abused and they do not come out of that abusive relationship ever. How many of you don't want this? Give me D and W in the chat box if you don't want this for your child. Next, number 2 is how much ever you learn externally. I invested in a lot of parenting courses, right? But what I understood was that I kept on, investing in parenting courses, where the problem was internally. Unless your inner world is safe, happy, and peaceful, you will keep struggling in life. And that's why I want you to know that your inner world creates your outer world. Understand this. And last but not the least is time never heals everything. You might feel that time will heal everything, but time never heals everything. Time just teaches you to live with that pain. For how many of you this is totally making sense? Give me MS in the chat box if this is totally making sense. Right? Time doesn't heal everything. And that's the reason I want each one of you to start this healing journey, so that you can leave that beautiful imprint on your children in the near future, right? Because we don't want to pass on that generational trauma onto our children, right? So now let's go ahead and understand, what is this journey all about? Okay, what is this journey all about? Number 1 is we're going to go through 3 days of inner child healing boot camp, which I do every single month, and you can attend it live anytime you feel you have that time, you have those 3 days. Block your calendars when I share those dates with you. Block your calendars and attend it live. Now, what is it that we are going to learn in these 3 days? Number 1, we are going to clear all our mental blocks. Whatever mindset part, whatever you have collected as a child, mental blocks, right? You're going to clear all your mental blocks. You're going to clear all your financial blocks. You're going to clear all your relationship blocks. You're going to clear all your external blocks, right? Now, the value of these 3 days itself is 29,999. But of course, you're not going to pay this much. I'm going to do something really special if you stay till the end. Okay, something really special is coming because I know that you are committed towards your growth, right? Let's go ahead and understand what all you get, what all more hand holding do you get. Now, 4 weeks of Healathon challenge to heal yourself. Every single week, I meet you live twice a week. Okay, twice a week I meet you live. And twice a week, what we do, once I meet only for the healing sessions. Now, in these healing sessions, what we do is heal your life, where we understand our archetype, our personality type, where we understand our mother wound. We heal from our mother wound. We heal from our father wound, the environment wound that might have caused as a child. And then we go about empowering ourselves, understanding what is imposter syndrome. What is imposter syndrome is when you feel not educated enough, not qualified enough, not good enough. That is when your imposter syndrome kicks in, and how to overcome that imposter syndrome, how to set effective boundaries with others. All of these healing sessions we are going to do in the first day, like on one day. And the second day, I meet you to answer your questions. Of course, you go through healing processes. There are a lot of questions that might pop up. So I want to be able to dedicate only for Q&A, right? Only for Q&A, I'm going to meet you one day. Okay. Is this clear? Give me clear in the chat box till now if it is clear. 3 days live, 4 weeks live. Okay. Now, how many of you also want a lot of gifts? Now, the value of this is 49,999, but today you're going to get it for free. How many of you want gifts? How many of you love gifts? Give me gifts in the chat box if you love gifts. I want to be able to give you a lot of gifts today, because I know that there are so many people who are on this journey, who are serious. And I want to make sure that your 1 rupee, you get 100 rupee value. Okay, that's my intention. Okay. Number 1 is heal your relationship with your family, your spouse, your in-laws, your parents, your colleagues, whatever it is, you'll be able to heal your relationships. The value of this is 6,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Heal your parent-child relationship. Connect with your children deeply. Now, these are modules. These are multiple courses that you're going to get. These are pre-recorded courses, okay? But we do live challenges for this, okay? You're going to get this particular module. The entire module is worth 9,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Heal your money frequency. Today, what happens is we keep on giving excuses. I don't have enough money. This is not enough. मेरे पास इतना पैसा नहीं है. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. You keep on giving yourself these excuses and you keep on attracting similar kind of situations where you operate from lack. How to go from lack money mindset to abundance money mindset? Because let me share with you, all of the money mindset is also coming from your childhood conditioning. कितने लोगों ने ये सुना है कि पैसे पेड़ पे नहीं उगते? Yes, money doesn't grow on trees. All of this is coming from your childhood conditioning, and we are going to uncondition yourself or unlearn yourself from those conditioning. Now, the value is 6,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Overcoming limiting beliefs and conditioning. Whatever limiting belief you've collected over time in your life, you will be able to become unstoppable in your life. The value of this is 6,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Finding your true purpose. Now, this is when we start our discovering ourselves, right? When we do those exercises, there are a lot of worksheets that I'll be providing you, which you will be working on, and you'll be understanding where exactly you stand, where exactly you are, right? So understanding yourself deeply will help you find your true purpose. The value of this is 6,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Next is the 7 days self-love challenge, which is a beautiful and a transformative self-love challenge, which will not only help you develop that self-love, but also help you set effective boundaries with others, develop that deep self-love. Self-love is not something you go to the mirror and say, I love you, Apu. That's not self-love. Self-love is showing up when you don't feel internally showing up because you've promised someone that you will show up. That is self-love. When people don't show up, it's not that they don't respect you, but they don't respect themselves, right? So understand this, that you need to have that highest level of self-love in order to show up in the world, right? Heal your life and love yourself. That's going to be the value of this is 1,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Now, this is what, Karishma says, that I never really realized how I was living my life so far for others and doing things their way without realizing my own needs. I truly feel that now I have started living life and it feels new because I am learning to love myself, and that is giving me positive energy. I have promised myself to set internal and external boundaries, and I'm clear now what I have to do in order to respect myself and value myself. This foundation of self love is so strong that I'm very sure I will create a beautiful life with it. Thank you to my mentor, Apurva ma'am. These are the kind of transformation that are happening. Next, releasing your triggers. Now, today, what happens is someone comes and tells you something and you feel triggered. Mother-in-law कुछ बोल देती है, spouse कुछ बोल देता है, partner कुछ बोल देता है, and we feel triggered. How to attain that self-mastery is what you're going to learn in this particular module. The value of this is 6,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Heal yourself from fear, stress, and anxiety. Overcome your deepest fears. Your deepest fears, right? The value of this is 4,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Next is Inner Child Whisper Journaling, which is a 3-step process. Now, there are so many times we feel emotions, right? We feel emotions and we are unable to process those emotions. And what we end up doing is we suppress those emotions. Now, this is a very powerful 3-step process, which if you do, you'll be able to process whatever emotions you felt at that particular time. The value of this is 6,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Next is we do a inner child healing meditation challenge every single month, every single day. You need to listen to this guided meditation and just let me know in the group that you've done it. That's all, right? There's a high level accountability that you are getting into, right? The value of this is 6,999, but you're going to get it for free. And the gratitude challenge, which is a monthly challenge which we run, the value of it is 6,999, but today you're going to get it for free. Now, all these courses, the value of it is 49,999. And of course, you're going to get it absolutely for free. Okay. Now, I want to be able to also felicitate you when you have taken this decision and you have started your journey of healing yourself and you've got some tangible in your life, some tangible results in your life. That's when I'm going to ship this in your home And I'm going to give this gift or this award on the stage when we meet live this year. And physical live event we do only for our community members. Okay, only for the community members we do physical live event where we meet physically and we give all the awards, and that is a complete game changer. Okay, complete game changer. Now the value of this is of course 9,999, but you're going to get it for free only if you make a decision today. Okay, today within the next 15 minutes. The value of this entire thing, like the live sessions that we do 3 days and the 4 weeks healing sessions and the courses that I have planned, the value of it is 1,49,999 value. But of course, you don't have to pay this much. It's going to be only 14,999. But I want to be able to give you some amazing gifts, some amazing, amazing discount and amazing gift. I want you to be ready for this journey, ready for this healing journey. And I want to make this as a fail-proof journey for each one of you. Okay. How many of you want more? Give me more in the chat box if you want more. Give me more in the chat box if you want more. Yes. Super, super. There is a community app only for community members. You have an app, which is an exclusive app only for the community members. You just have to download that app, Visionary Parents Hub app, and you'll be able to see all the courses that I've shared inside the app. Okay. Now, there's one more gift. I will be meeting you every single week live, as I've shared, right? Inner Circle call. We'll be meeting live. I'll be there to handhold you. I'll be there to answer your question. One day we meet live for healing. One day we meet for Q&A. Okay. Now, there are 15 plus courses, network. You're going to meet like-minded individuals who are on this journey of healing themselves and helping others heal. And the support is lifelong, right? You're going to get this support. The value of this entire thing is 2,56,000. But of course, you don't have to pay this much. It's 14,999. But how many of you want a better deal? Give me BD in the chat box if you want a better deal. You are absolutely serious on this journey and you want a better deal. You want to get into this. You want a better deal, right? The value, if you go and the retail price of it is 9,999, but I want to do something even better for you. I want to do something even better for you. Ask me, why do I want to do something better? Why am I giving this so much? Because if you see, the value of this entire thing is easily 9,999 per month, because that's the kind of transformation that people are going through every single month. But I want to do something really special. The reason is, when I was growing up, I promised myself when I will become a mother, I will never do what my mother did to me. But when I had my child, when I had my daughter, I did the exact same thing with my daughter, which I had promised myself that I will never do, never ever do. And even though my daughter will not stop loving me, right? But still, I thought that if I lose out upon this particular opportunity to grow and heal myself, I think my daughter will blame me for the rest of my life. And that's when I started this. And what I do inside the community with you all, it gives me that confirmation that the path I am is absolutely right. And I want each one of you to be able to make that decision for yourself and walk that path with me. And that's the reason for the next 15 minutes, the value of this entire thing, right? The entire thing is going to be 4,999. Now I want to know how many of you are ready for that. How many of you are ready for this? Yes. Ashwini, please don't share right now. I want to know how many of you are ready for this. 4,999. If you see the value per month, it becomes 200 rupees. 200 rupees for your own journey or for your own transformation. How many of you feel 200 rupees per month is like nothing? It's like piece of cake. Yes. How many of you feel? Yeah. 4999 for 2 years, okay? For 2 whole years, every single week, I'm going to meet you live, every single week, twice a week. And we have diamond facilitators who will be facilitating some sessions, helping you do the assignments. I want to make sure that this is a fail-proof journey for each one of you, okay? For each one of you, it's going to be a fail-proof journey, right? Now, those who are ready, yes, Asmita, Swarnima, I'm really looking forward to serving you because it's going to be a fail-proof journey for each one of you who take this decision today. Yes, Ashwini, I want you to paste now the link. And I'm going to start a 15 minutes timer. Those who are absolutely serious on getting into this journey. See, you know what? We spend so much money in our other things, materialistic things. कि मुझे गाड़ी खरीदनी है, घर खरीदना है, ये तो ठीक है. बट कपड़े, लत्ते, कितनी सारी चीजें हम स्पेंड कर देते, 200 रुपए पर मंथ. इट्स लाइक ईटिंग अ पिज्जा. नॉट इवन पिज्जा, पिज्जा भी नहीं आता उतने में. पिज्जा भी 300-400 रुपीज में आता है. Monthly, if you eat one pizza, you're spending that much, no? Can I not spend that money in my own personal transformation? Ask this to yourself. What is wrong that I'm not able to spend or invest in my own personal growth? What is wrong? Why can't I spend this or invest in my own personal growth? Yes. And I want to share some beautiful success stories because I know that this is going to be a fail-proof journey for each one of you. You know why? Because hundreds of people have got the results. You will only fail in this journey if you give up. Okay, if you give up, only then you'll fail in this journey. And I don't want quitters. Okay, I don't want quitters in my room. I want people who are absolutely serious, who are constantly going in their journey, making that happen for themselves. Okay. So let's go ahead and also understand what is it. I'm going to give a special gift. I'm going to physically ship this special gift to you if you take action within the next 15 minutes. I'm going to physically ship this book, I Can Coach, which has my story of transformation. And there are 45 different inspiring stories which will help you grow in your life, which will help you understand that if these people can do it, I can easily do it. Okay, I can easily do it. And also people who are in, I want you to type, once you've made the payment, please do make sure that you share the screenshot with me or my teammate. The numbers are already given because I want you to be added to the VIP group. It's time for you to upgrade, right? I'm really waiting with my arms open to welcome you to this beautiful, beautiful, transformative community, okay? Transformative community. Now, this is my mentor's wall. I keep it as a wall because wherever I am today is because of my mentors. I will never have been able to share my story, my transformative story with you all, if not for every single person in this particular wall. There's Siddharth Rajshekar, China Karmakar, as I shared, my inner child coach, Suren Jayashekaran, Blair Singer, he's a magician, Natasha Fisser, from whom I learn how to educate my child in terms of sex education, right? That's a very important subject. Dr. Paul Jenkins, who is my parenting coach, Dr. John DeMartini, who is my mindset and manifestation coach. Now, these are the people whom I learn from every single day. So I want you to know that you're enrolling into the best of the best coach, okay? I want you to know that the transformation is just around the corner because your decisions decide your destiny, right? Your decisions decide your destiny. So if you're in, give me I am in the chat box. Once you've made the payment, please do make sure that you've shared the screenshot of it. Okay. I want to be able to felicitate you inside the VIP group. I'll be making sure that you get the access within the next 24 hours. Okay. Now, the entire journey, right? The entire journey. Can you please repeat your mentors? Please go ahead and look at these. These are my mentors. Okay. Siddharth, Shaina, Seren, Blair Singer, Natasha Fisser, Dr. Paul Jenkins, Dr. John DeMartini. These are the mentors. And let me share with you the amount of money that I've invested in bringing everything that I've planned for each one of you is more than 3 to 4 lakhs. Okay. That's the kind of investment that I have made in learning whatever I'm getting for you. Okay. And you're getting it just for 5,000. Yeah. So the journey is discover your inner child, persona mapping, where you get to know and I get to understand your own personality type, root cause analysis, where your wounds come from, whether it's mother wound, whether it's father wound. Next is conscious healing modality, subconscious healing modality. I'll be going through, making you go through a lot of processes, okay, in this journey, which will definitely help you heal, overcome your fear, overcome your low confidence, overcome your relationship problems, career problems, money problems, whatever problems you've gone through, right? All the challenges, I will be there to helping you heal those processes. Okay? Healing bridge, then developing your own super hero code, that is affirmations, then building unshakable confidence in your own abilities, progress over perfection, and setting effective boundaries. Now, once you've done this entire journey with me, you are going to get the Inner Healer Award. Yes, Swarnima, super, super, super awesome. I hope you've also shared the screenshot of it, my sweetheart. Please make sure that you also share the screenshot so that I'm able to, or my team is able to add you to the community, okay? So I want you to go ahead and also share the screenshot with me. Ashwini, please share the numbers that they need to share the screenshot. Okay, super, super. Yes, Ashwini, can you please share the screenshot? Yes, Asmita and Swarnima, your payment has come through. You've made the best decision of your life. Let me share with you. There's no looking back for you. Okay. Today, I'm going to personally call you. I want to make sure that whatever challenges you're facing, all of those challenges are covered in the healing process that we do. Okay. So today or tomorrow, please make time. I will personally message you. Please make time for this 10-15 minutes of conversation. I want to get to know you better. Okay. That's the reason I'm going to call you. Okay? Done deal. Give me DD in the chat box. Done deal. If you're going to book your slot like for 10-15 minutes and you're going to have the conversation and letting me know what is your challenge so that I can help you more in the journey, so that I can also plan it in such a way that you're you are taken care of. Okay, that's the feeling, that's the emotion that I want you to take going forward, that yes, you're hand-holded, you're taken care of. Okay? So now Geetu, let me share with you what Geetu has to share about her journey. Breaking the generational trauma is something that most people are not so familiar with, but it is there where the roots of all ailments that we experience are present. What I experienced from Apurva is the rooting out of my internal wounds. It literally shook my internal pattern of negative thinking and damn limiting beliefs. After failing in n number of exams in the past, I could manifest my admission in top-notch colleges in India easily on merit. After attending the session, yes, I just broke a karmic loop which I was in for so many years. This is my first step towards intense healing, and I'm continuing my journey. Thank you, Apu, for being the perfect mentor, hand-holding me in my fears and insecurities. May you be blessed always and fulfill your mission gracefully. MPTY is more power to you. So my community members call me Appu because I love them and they love me. And now let's go ahead and also listen to what Geetu has to share about her journey, because, she had a major breakthrough in one of the sessions that we did, and she was able to crack her exam in PhD. Okay. She was able to crack her exam. So let's go ahead and look at what Geetu has to share.
usually we have that skeptical mindset, right? So should I spend this much of money for? And somehow a voice was piercing to my ears, saying that why are you keeping your money? Spend it for yourself, grow, just grab it. So when I look at my account, I guess I had enough money to spend. Then I decided that at that point that I should take care of myself. I should set myself as my priority, and I did it. And the journey was amazing. I'm so happy because without her hand holding, I will never. I'm damn sure that I could have never achieved this because I have that much history of failures and depression, self doubt, and whatnot. But this is truly, I don't know. Still, the future is unknown for me. I don't know, but I have the confidence that if I can make this happen, the rest will be taken care of. Thank you so much, Apurva. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that help. Thank you so much for that personal attention, personal care that you have given me. Thank you so much. And I would like to tell everyone that just trust her. Just blindly follow what she says. If you trust her process, I am a proof that this modalities will work. Her words will work, and everything will work out for our highest good. Thank you so much, Apurva. Thank you so much for every community members for being. And I'm so humbled that I'm a part of this community. I'm so grateful.
Superb. So let's go ahead and look at Dimple. If you have made the payment, please share the screenshot with me on the numbers that I've shared so that we can get you added to the community. Okay. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and type it in the Q&A so that I can answer it for you. And also, if you have any doubts regarding the program, please go ahead and ask me because I'm here to help you understand what the program has, everything, right? So let me know in the chat box. If you have any question, I'm here to answer it. Okay, don't worry. Dimple says that I'm feeling very grateful for having you, Apurva, in my life as my coach and my mentor. I can see and feel so many changes in me, and I'm more focused on my goals now and also creating more goals. When I joined this community, I initially thought it would help me handle my child in a better way and do good parenting, but it has actually taught me how to be a child itself within. ICH Intensive Program has evolved me and the child within me. It has helped me understand where my beliefs are coming from and how my parents and others' behaviors have affected me as a child, which is in turn affecting all the areas of my life. And now I'm more clear, more aware, and more confident of what I need to pass on to my daughter. I feel so blessed that I got to know so many things about myself, at least at this stage of my life. I'm growing every day. I'm evolving every day, and I will keep learning with you and from you every day. Thank you so much, Apurva, for all the efforts that you've put into all the programs. You know, messages like these really keep me moving forward. This is something that I keep on reminding myself that I need to become a better coach. I need to become a better healer. I need to be skilled, more skilled in my craft so that I can give those breakthroughs to each one of you. And that's my only intention, to become better and better at my craft so that I can give you those breakthroughs and transformations in your life. Right. So Yogita, as I shared, right, she was a single parent and she went through a lot of childhood trauma. As a girl, she felt like an unwanted girl child. And and that's why she was a single parent. And after going through her healing journey, she was able to heal her relationship and manifest beautiful dream job in her dream company. So let's go ahead and understand what Yogita has to share about her journey.
I was attending a first webinar, no? That time, one of my friends suggested me to go for that. That time when I started listening it, I was like, "Arey, yaar, ये तो marketing ही छोड़ो." But till the end, I thanks myself to I could sustain till the end of the program. And while coming through that 90-minute journey, when I came at the end, I came to know, okay, this is the thing I can go for, and I really thankful to that webinar and myself I could sit in and really great experience. We should have some mentor, and definitely as we were chatting yesterday, if you remember, I can tell you, I saved your name in my phone as magician.
Oh God.
I really mean it. I really mean it. I saved it before, like Apurva parenting coach or something. Now I removed that parenting coach and I mentioned a magician there.
Superb. So let's go ahead and now there are n number of testimonials, success stories that I can share with you. And I also want to make sure that your success story is next. How many of you want your success story to be next? Give me in the chat box if you want your success story to be shared next, because that's the only intention. Okay, that's the only intention. Is there anyone in this room who wants to get in, but don't know or don't have the financial capacity? Yes. Any challenge, let me know. Why is it? What is it that is stopping you from taking this decision? Do you think that you will not be able to do it? Do you doubt yourself? If you're doubting yourself, that means that's all the more important for you to invest in your personal growth. If you're saying this to yourself that वो लोगों ने कर लिया but मेरे से नहीं होगा, then it's all the more important for you to invest in your personal growth and try yourself. Because till the time you don't get that structured implementation, you keep going through the loop again and again and again and again and again. And I want you to break through that pattern. क्योंकि आज नहीं तो कल inner child healing करना ही है. अगर नहीं किया तो we will be passing it on to our children, our future generation. That's not me who's saying. There's a lot of study, there's a lot of research that's going on, which is proving that childhood conditioning, childhood limiting beliefs that we are carrying are going to be passed on to our children if we do not heal ourselves from those childhood traumas and wounds and conditioning. You might have had pretty normal childhood, right? But if you still have some limiting beliefs about yourself, about others, about people who are rich, people who earn money, you're going to lead a mediocrity life, and you're going to pass that on to your child. And that's what I don't want you to do, right? So I want you to share with me if there's any challenge. Now the timer is up, the registrations are over. Okay, the registrations are over. So I want to know, what is it that is stopping you? If you are here in this room, that means there's something that's stopping you, right? Agar interest nahi hota, if you didn't want to get in, you might have left long back, right? So Lavanya, would you like to share something? Your hand is up. Do you want me to allow you to speak? Yes, dear. Do you want to speak? Do you want to let me know? Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, is there any EMI options?
EMI option, yes, if you have a credit card, you can make it as an EMI option, dear. Do you have a credit card?
No, I don't have.
No? Okay, okay. So will you be able to make a part payment of 3,000 right now? Yes?
Yeah, can you give me a day time?
I don't really give it, because you know what happens. The problem is we tend to commit some things and we don't fulfill, right? But if you promise me, if you give me your word, if you give me your word that you will make it happen, I will keep it open. Do I have your word, Lavanya? If it's a no, it's completely fine. You can tell me that I don't want to invest in this. But if you are absolutely serious, I want you to give me your word. Do I have your word? Yes or no?
Actually, I want to, but I'm totally dependent on my husband. So I can't make these decisions on my own. So
I can completely understand.
if I check with him, he absolutely say no. So only I'm thinking not say. Okay, I believe that some time will come to join this course.
Yes.
And I'm
It's
financially
okay.
independent.
See, Lavanya, it's okay if you don't invest in this course. Okay, that's absolutely fine. It's not a course, it's a program. But I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to be independent first thing, Lavanya. You do whatever you are good at, okay? Start something of your own so that you can start earning a little. Do not lose your confidence. I can see there's a lot of low confidence. I can feel it, dear. Please do not let that confidence lose because you have that power within you. You have that power. You have a great talent. Okay, you have a great talent. I don't know what that is. You might have to, you know, do a little introspection where you'll understand what you're really good at. But you have a talent. And I don't want you to depend on others, whoever it is. It's your life, right? क्या हम खाना किसी और के लिए खाते हैं?
No, I don't understand Hindi.
Do we eat our lunch, dinner for someone else?
No,
Do we drink for others?
no.
Then why depend on others for our own decisions?
So actually picking my mind for last 2 years. As you said, first there's something from inside pricking me that do something, you deserve more. Do
Yes.
something, do something. I'm really trying for last 2 years. I have 2 kids. No zero support from my husband. That he felt that wife should cook, look after the children,
Yes.
do all household works. That's all. Not anything behind that. But
I can
I'm
completely
trying to
understand.
overcome all these things. I'm going through many things, but many miracles have happened to me in last 3 months. I
Superb.
joined. I only developed in my self love. I joined yoga and I made myself fit. That have
Yes.
happened to me. I'm changing my son. Everything happened to me. But one thing is that you said I joined the parenting coach. Everything that is a very small amount investment. But only 2 days I will be normal. Third day I will be angry.
Yes,
So
that has to
only
happen. That has to happen. See, parenting courses will teach you externally tips and tricks ki ye karo, wo karo. But then what happens internally? Internally, you are not safe, you're not happy, you're not peaceful. And that is going to show out in the world, right? That's the reason inner child healing is so important.
so
Getting that.
only I before 2 months I saw your program, but today something told join this. So only I joined, but I felt yeah, that's right. I know I want to heal internally. I
Yes.
felt that
Yes.
I don't know. I believe some time will come for me to join this course.
Absolutely.
Hope soon I'll join you.
Yes, dear. I'm waiting for you whenever that day comes. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever that day comes, it will come soon. And I want to see you empowered, yeah. Please. I don't want anybody in this room. If you're in this room, you're already a part of my mission, by the way. I don't want anybody in this room to give this as an excuse that I have to ask my husband or spouse or anybody else. Because you have the power within you. Okay. So do not depend on, see, I'm not saying that you need to go against your spouse and do things. But for your own personal growth, you need to be able to have that power. See, earlier, even I was suffering through this, okay? I used to ask everything to my husband. And I could see that, people are not respecting me. I could see that respect falling down when I would go and, ask for things. When I started to build my confidence, when I started to take decisions for my own personal growth, that's when now my husband knows if I say, पहले मैं बहुत बोल देती, earlier I used to, I know that you don't understand Hindi. Earlier I used to tell, I will leave you. I don't want to stay in this relationship. I don't want to stay in this relationship. Eventually he got to know that this person just tells, she doesn't act. And the amount of, the way I have worked upon myself, the amount of respect I've gained from him. Now he knows that one day I will, if at all I say that I don't want to live here, he knows that I'm super serious, right? That's the kind of respect, that's the kind of respect that I have gained by working on my own self, right? And that's where I want each one of you to be. Don't be stuck. Please. If your husband is not supporting you, you support yourself. You have the power within you. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Super, super. More power to you. Everyone, please, I want everyone to type more power to you, MPTY Lavanya, because, you know, I know what you're going through. And I know that there are so many others who have gone through. Even in my community members, even you can ask Ashwini. Ashwini is my teammate today. She's working with me closely, but she is a homemaker. She is a homemaker. Ashwini, would you like to share? She's a homemaker. And she was able to take that decision. She invested in her personal growth. And now she's earning. Yes, Ashu?
Yes, absolutely, ma'am. Yes. Previously, I was in the same position as you, Lavanya. I was a homemaker, totally dependent on my spouse. No value, no self-respect. Everything was in my husband's hand. Like I have to ask for even a penny, I have to go and ask for him. But somehow I managed to come into this community, and now I'm so much confident that I have gained that respect from my husband also. Like he's also having that much of respect for me. And yes, you can also do. I'm so
Thank you so
grateful
much.
for ma'am for building that confidence for in myself. And yes, I can see there are still six members in this room. So there is something that you are waiting till the end. Otherwise, you could have left the room. Yes. So think upon it, and don't hesitate to invest in yourself. Thank you, ma'am.
Superb, superb. Thank you so much, Ashu, for doing this. She's actually working close with me as a teammate, as a team member. And now she's super independent. You can see the confidence, right, radiating through her. The way she's speaking, the way she's, you know, communicating, it's so powerful. So if you are here, I want to know what is that challenge that you're facing. If there's anything I can help you with, let me know. I can give you a part payment option. If you are someone who wants a part payment option, go ahead, make an investment of 3,000 rupees and start your healing journey. Start your journey of healing and invest in your personal growth. Because, you know, opportunities like these don't often come. Okay, they don't often come. So it's upon you to decide whether you are the best judge of yourself, right? You're the best judge. So there are so many success stories, so many messages that I receive at this point of my life. I'm experiencing healing in reality, which I was looking for all the past 15 plus years. You're an answer to my prayer, and now I truly believe that the prayers will be answered in the perfect way, in the perfect time. There are multiple messages that I keep on receiving. This is one more. Shrimaya, he shares that I strongly believe this workshop, that 3 days inner child healing workshop that we'll be doing, must reach the maximum number of people, especially the parents who are almost 100% responsible for building their future leaders who will change the course of this planet. Yet, sadly enough, they don't exactly realize the potential they have to do so. Inner Child Healing Intensive Program is going to be a game changer in our society. These are the kind of transformation that people go through, and I can go on and on and on sharing these success stories about people. Aspia says that I joined Apurva as I knew from my own experiences that I needed help with healing my inner child. What I got in return is much, much more. Apurva opened a whole different world to me, which I had not known before. I have felt and seen changes in me and the way I respond to situations after every program, module, session, interaction with her. I am a lifelong learner with Apurva, looking forward to a better me every day. Thank you, my sweetheart Apurva, for everything. Nritya, she's a PhD candidate and she was able to manifest her dream job. And Sneha, you know, she shares inner child healing guarantees happiness and success in life. Inner child healing is an area I knew I always had to work upon. Having a difficult childhood had made me aware about a lot of areas in my life which needed work through healing and other deep core exercises. Apurva's inner child healing course, and especially the Healathon, is exactly what I needed. Planned so well in detail, it covers all the areas of life that is affected due to inner child wounds. Her detailed understanding about the topic and the mastery on it is a boon for me and everyone around who joins her. I truly recommend everyone to join this inner child program to experience life transformation and live a better and a successful life. So these are the kind of results that my community members get, and I want each one of you to get those results for your own life. Now, those who have made the decision to become a part of this beautiful, beautiful community, there's no looking back for you. I'm going to be there to handhold you, to support you in this entire journey. And I want you to know that you're supported, okay? I'm there to handhold you, right? Now, if we are good to go, with that, I come to the end of this masterclass. I hope that you've got some amazing revelations about yourself. You were able to meet your inner child. I hope that you were able to get some answers for yourself. And if we are good to go, give me GTG in the chat box. Yes, give me GTG in the chat box if we are good to go. And superb, superb. Thank you so much for attending this live. Thank you so much for being a part of this mission. You're already a part of this mission. Stay connected to me via Instagram, YouTube. I keep on sharing a lot of deep value, deep work in the videos as well. So stay connected, start your healing journey. And then when you have time, you want my hand holding, you can hop in. Okay. So with that, I would like to end this masterclass. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I love you all. Bye-bye.